What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chisha Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Dating apps are the death of dating. Let's get it.
I'm about to fire off about dating apps really quickly because I think they are the death of dating and they are the bane of my existence and I hate them.
Talk about it.
I think that dating apps have completely ruined dating culture because in the olden days when we would just like meet somebody organically, we would think, oh my God, I might never meet somebody else that I'm this into again. So we invest in that relationship. And sure, you might meet somebody else that you're interested in out one night, and then you might go on a date with that person, and then you have to navigate that. But that's healthy and that's normal. What is not normal, what is not healthy, is we are now dating people for like months at a time, all the while they're talking to countless other people on dating apps. Why would you want to invest in one person when you could potentially talk to 76? I mean, I know why I would want to, but a lot of people are just like, I don't need to put too much energy into this. I don't need to focus on this. I don't need to like commit to engaging in this connection authentically because I can just pick another person off this app in 5 minutes if I want to.
Okay, so she made a lot of good points there. Could you imagine the time when no Instagram, right? No Facebook, no TikTok, no dating apps, just people and places. You go to your school. If you tell somebody, I'll see you tomorrow, you're not going to see him on a computer. You're not going to see him post on any story. You're literally not going to see that friend. You're not going to text him till the next day when you see him again. Now, fast forward to today's culture, we're more connected than ever. And what she's talking about is an excess of options. And this is where I want to just kind of differentiate between two things. A man's dating experience on an app versus a woman's dating experience on an app. Things were probably a lot more easier back in the day. Facts. Chick is talking about having too many options on a dating app. That's not a man's experience. Women can turn around and say, oh, I'm just going to match with somebody else in 5 minutes. Average guy isn't doing that, right? Unless if he's bought my course, How to Win with Women and Dating Online, where you just be killing it. A lot of you won't do that because you don't like investing in yourself. Oh man, I'm not wasting my money. It's 25 bucks. Listen, I'm not trying to promote my shit here. But after I do a video like this, you know what I get? Chisha, my girlfriend did this. How do I do this? Chisha, I'm struggling with the dating apps. I shoot everybody to that same course because I didn't want to repeat myself a bunch of times. Number one, dating is harder for men. It just is. What she's talking about here, that abundance of mindset on the dating app, is strictly from a woman's perspective. Men have to learn to cultivate that abundance mindset. Women have abundance on dating apps. A 5 is a 10. A 10 thinks she's a model. Models on Instagram just use their dating profiles to grow their presence online, right? They'll just have like their IG hashtag right there attached to their photo. You guys have seen it. The single mothers think they're God's gift to earth on dating apps. So this idea that she says of like, we can just, find somebody new the next day. That's a woman thing. The average guy isn't getting much attention on dating apps. In person will always be the best, but the culture seems to be moving more digital. There's no stopping it. It is what it is. Let's see what else she has to say.
So it has created a nightmarish situation where nothing is organic and nothing is authentic and everything is fleeting and everybody thinks that, oh, if this doesn't work out, I can find somebody in just a second. So they don't even care about trying to make it work out.
Women.
Because why it doesn't matter.
She can find someone in just a second. The average dude is not just finding another chick who he wants to smash, right? There'll be some 300-pound woman with cats. Even those chicks think they're untouchable on dating apps. But this is a woman's experience, is what I'm basically trying to say.
You just find somebody else. And then at the same time, it's like this nightmare for people with anxious attachment because we know that everybody we're talking to is talking to a bunch of other people at the same time. And this culture has created a situation where if we ask, hey, are you talking to somebody else? Hey, are you still on dating apps? Then we're like apparently needy and apparently like paranoid, when in reality, it's normal to stop talking to a bajillion other people if you're seeing somebody for months. Like that is normal. And then for avoidant people, this culture like doesn't nurture them in a way to like make them address their avoidant behaviors. It is just like, oh, it's okay. You get feelings, like you just back off and like go hang out with somebody else that you meet on the app and like until you get feelings with them, and then you can just repeat the cycle. It is so toxic, and it breaks my heart because like nobody engages in any sort of like authentic way anymore because you don't have to. This dating app social media culture doesn't require us to actually invest feelings or time or care or authenticity, because regardless, we can just pick somebody else.
Here's another really interesting fact about the dating experience for women. The only women on dating apps who are spewing out lengthy complaints like this on social media platforms are women who have hit the wall.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Single mothers. Or women who are overweight. The young women 22, 24, 25, they're having a blast. These chicks on dating apps, their literal bios and descriptions look like complaints, right? I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. If you're not going to do this and I'm not going to do that, don't even think of this. Don't even think of that. I'm not looking for this. I'm not looking for that. It's just like complaints. You can tell that they're having a horrible time. Whereas the younger ones, they just post a picture. Why? Because she's in her prime. Those are the people who are having the best time, and the top percent men who women are matching with on a consistent basis, right? They're running through these 3 or 4s. But when she hits the wall, now she's looking for intimacy and she's looking for something real and can't find it, when she should have been looking for that while she was at her peak and probably might have been able to find that.
And it's insane, and I hate it. I mean, if you watch like the first episode of Sex and the City, pay attention to how there's no phones and how everybody's interacting and how everybody's just like meeting people and chatting and bumping into each other, and it's organic. Like, I miss that. Like, how do we get it back?
Stop female empowerment. Stop being delusional. Stop being modern women. Yeah. All right, guys. So as always, the internet reacted and had a lot to say about this specific situation. First commenter comes from a woman, and it says, they also never give up the apps even after they're in a relationship. What do you guys think? Do you have a hard time giving up dating apps even after you're in a committed relationship? Next comment here reads, yes, from another woman. I even hated going on dates from people off dating apps because in the back of my mind, I'm like, how many other girls are they talking to? With a question mark. Probably a lot, considering you're probably matching with top percent man or a guy that knows what he's doing. Next comment here says, not sure it's just dating apps, but social media in general. That's true. Social media, Instagram, everything has changed dating to a bigger degree than most people realize. Another woman here says, I've been saying this for years. It also lets people get away with bad behavior because they'll just be on the next person who will tolerate it. We've got a thread here. A woman left a comment that said, you match and no one responds, with the dead emojis. And a woman agreed and says, this is the worst. Why even like me if you're not going to talk to me? And a guy says, wait, you get matches? Again, proving my point even more. And the truth is, a lot of guys out there would just swipe until they view their matches and decide who they're going to respond to and not respond to. We've got a comment here from a gentleman that says, I'm done with dating sites and apps. I'm an easy target for scammers. In the real world, I've given up on trying to meet women. I'm not attractive enough. Yeah. I'll say this. I do not support men giving up on women because they fail to attract them. No, we don't fail to attract women here. We improve, we get better, we become the prize. Another comment here says, it's FOMO dating. I hate it, with the exclamation mark. And another gentleman here says, as a guy who gets 1 like per year, I can't relate. Another guy responding says, she's talking about Chad. He's pumping and dumping, laugh out loud, but this is life without monogamy. Yeah, I don't agree with these guys to a certain extent. Chad, Tyrone, Pookie's, they're on there, right? They're busting cheeks. But you can learn methods. You can improve. Is it challenging for a man to date on dating apps? A lot more than women. True, it is. You don't have to completely give up. At least work on your in-person game. In person, most men will excel a lot better approaching women in person than they will on dating apps. But the culture is moving towards dating online, and I don't shy away from it. I'm not a guy who tells men don't date online. I'm like, man, leave all avenues open if you want to improve your game. As always, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.